When last we left our hero, Common Snecker, he was trapped in the diabolical laboratory of the villainous Baron Count Snekstein von Bad Doom. Not only that, but the beautiful damsel Snekko had been captured by Bad Doom too to lure the heroic Common Snecker SSSS to his bad doom. Wait, did my title get longer just right there?
Waha! Pretty soldier, Common Snecker SSSS, welcome to your bad doom.
It just did again.
Never mind that. What matters now is you stumbled into my trap, and unlike the previous 387 attempts which have resulted in my bungling failure, this plan is perfect and free from the tiny, almost microscopic really, flaws that prevented my ultimate success in the past. There is no escaping my lair for you now.
Yeah, about that. The lair looks more like a stock image of someone's living room.
Shut up! I had to make some cutbacks in my evil lair budget, so I went for a minimalist style. Do you like it?
I can see more of it on my recording software handled transparent image layers, but details.
Please help me, Pretty Soldier Common Snecker SSSS Bio-Boosted. I've been poisoned by a mixture of cranberry juice and Metamucil.
I'm no chemistry major, but is that poisoning? Sounds more like a health treatment.
Enough! You may have foiled my schemes before, Pretty Soldier Common Snecker SSSS Bio-Boosted Metal Hero.
Wait, huh?
But this time I have a new monster to crush you with. Introducing Starfish Stalin Snek Hygiene.
Jeez. Need to find a new hat or something.
Comrade, Pretty Soldier Common Snecker SSSS Bio-Boosted Metal Hero Hyper Sector RX. I shall crush you like tiny capitalist bug.
Have you considered not doing that?
I'll be honest. Never thought of it like that.
Hey, I made you. Therefore you listen to me, Starfish Stalin Snek Hygiene.
Oh, I see how it is. His name doesn't get any longer each time you say it.
So crush that accursed Pretty Soldier Common Snecker SSSS Bio-Boosted Metal Hero Hyper Sector RX Neo Fengire Taro already.
That is good point.
So, any ideas? I'm open. Way open.
Quickly, use your NES Zapper gun.
I don't have one of those.
Wait, you don't?
I never owned an NES as a kid. And isn't it just a little bit cliche to have some kind of Photoshop effect gun for situations like this?
What about the Super Scope?
Do you see pockets on me?
Please help me, Pretty Soldier Common Snecker SSSS Bio-Boosted Metal Hero Hypersector RX Neo Fangire Taro 7 Kiter. You're my only hope.
Star Wars jokes.
Any last words, comrade?
Yeah, you should kill yourself, lol.
Fair point. Bleh.
No, curse you, Pretty Soldier Common Snecker SSSS Bio-Boosted Metal Hero Hypersector RX Neo Fengire Taro 7 Kiter Supreme with mozzarella. You win this time, but next time...
Yeah. Super cool story, bro. I'm just gonna go out the way I came in. Hope that's all the same to you. Bye.
Wait, I'm going to, aren't I?
Just get out of my apartment.
Man, sure is a good thing that my wacky multi-episodic skit routines never interfere with my actual review channel in any way, except to ensure belabored runtimes. Anyway, this is the Hipster Snek, bringing a very special episode of Obscure Reviews. While most of the time my favorite games that are just little known or never got much publicity in their day, today's episode is going to be a bit of a twist in that respect. That's why I'm covering the misunderstood Final Fantasy VII. Obviously, I'll be using the vastly superior PS1 port, because nostalgia and chronological snobbery are more important than meaningful technological innovation, and also because it seems to me that, despite this game's widespread popularity and critical and commercial acclaim, no one's ever played this game, not even Nomura himself.
It's Sephiroth! Ain't Sephiroth the one who's supposed to be the dark part of Cloud's heart?
As a result, I'll not be honoring my usual spoiler-free efforts and just plow in as far as I feel is required. Anyway, let's dive on in. Released in 1997 exclusively on the PlayStation, Final Fantasy VII follows the efforts of one Jean-Claude Van Damme, or Clod for short, as he and his besties, Tiffany and Mr. T, join the eco-terrorism unit MUDSLIDE or something like that. Because nothing shouts heroism quite like casual wanton destruction in a tightly packed Blade Runner wannabe metropolitan area, where tons of people will not only be injured as a result of our carelessly bombing the ever-loving Mako out of these reactors, but invariably thousands will be left homeless, displaced, and unemployed directly because of our actions. Hurrah, I say! We're told some forced expositional banter that... Actually, hold on just for a second. Here's a technical fun fact about the game. This game is actually 3 discs long on the PS1, because one disc is exclusively included to load all the forced exposition dialogue into the PS1's RAM, and the other 2 are there to handle the various bugs and glitches that constitute the remainder of the game. So we learn via forced exposition that we live in a city under a, and I'm quoting the game here, bleeping pizza, in a city right out of every cyberpunk fan's dreams, where the rabble live in quiet squalor while the elite live in towering, towers. We don't see this, but it is an informed attribute that Shinra probably kicks puppies or something, so the wide-scale destruction we're causing is totally justified. Basically, long story short, there's this thing called the life stream, where all souls go upon death in order to shed the burdens of individuality and consciousness, because Japan has outlawed happy afterlife scenarios, so they're relegated to literally just feudal Japan, but again, and collectivist nightmares choices, and FF7 settled firmly on the latter. Shinra, the evil of the first half of the game, and firmly ignored in the latter half, are using reactors to suck up the sweet life juice in order to make modern convenience a thing. As an aside, our magic system for the game, the materia, stems from exactly the same source, but it's okay when we do it, and it's not okay when they do it. Let's ignore Mr. T becoming an oil tycoon in the debatably canonical movie sequel Advent Rising, which doubles as a handy cure for insomnia if you suffer it. Basically, the first disc is nothing but tutorials, culminating in leaving the first town, Midgar. Incredibly subtle there, game devs, literally calling your first town Earth. But whatever, as that's also the name of the next major character who will join our team, Earth. She is the most useless character in the game because she hinges purely as a point on the obligatory love triangle that Clod finds himself stuck in. And you meet her by falling through the roof of a church. You see, Clod falling into the church is a metaphor for man losing his innocence. Not only does he fall from a great height, able to touch the gods, but he also smashes a church, a place of worship. On top of all this, Earth is there, not only to break his fall, but also Earth the Girl, who is a woman, a civilizing force much like with Enkidu and Shamat in the Epic of Gilgamesh. There is one problem with this metaphor, however, and that is Earth has no booty to speak of either, and Clod is unswayed from his romantic overtures of his original pursuit. But, you might ask, if he isn't attracted to Earth, nor to Tiffany, who has a blazing hot 12 out of 10 body, or even to Mr. T, who does Clod pine for? Why, his long-lost love comes in the form of the white-haired petite beauty, Sephi Ross, who inadvertently slew Clod's mentor because of her comedically oversized 1,000 times folded Nippon Ichi Banzai steel blade. She also lost her fedora along the way, but details. Ultimately, Sephi does not fancy this new girl trying to zero in on her man, and she does the logical thing that any rational woman would do, and dear sisters her with her, frankly, ridiculous katana. Fun historic fact, most katanas were not designed with stabbing in mind, and this thing is so gigantically oversized, it's small wonder how it didn't snap in half during this anticlimax. Along the way, we'll make new friends to replace the dead Earth, like Dogcat, estranged FNAF fan character, Drunk Ken, Yu Yu Hakusho, and my personal favorite, Alucard McDurge of Cerberus. Forced exposition and sorely missed Woolseyisms aside, let's talk about the graphics, one of the selling points the game strongly boasted back when it was new. On the overworld, the role of Clod and company are taken over by a hilarious and welcome cameo from Psygnosis' Lemmings, clad in ridiculously spiky anime wigs. Aww, look at them, they're so cute! In battle, the stunt actors take over, Clod clad in a purple jumpsuit that in no way makes him look patently ridiculous, with an equally ludicrous sword to match the sheer proportion of his jilted lovers. I have to say, for its time, his graphics were actually cutting edge, which may be why I can go to the restroom, make lunch, and return all in the time it takes for it to load the next map. And Final Fantasy has always had good music, and 7 is certainly no exception. With a jovial, high-flying rock anthem for its primary battle theme, you'd think that I'd have nothing but praise for it. Well, sad to say that's not 100% true. I do actually have one gripe, and it comes in the form of the victory song. Just listen, because it starts off promising, but then this happens. Oh my, that is the lamest lamed ever lame in the history of lame. It's like the band got revved up and ready to party or something and then realized they couldn't yet because they're still stuck in the line at Costco. It's just so underwhelming. Every other track on the OST is great, why did this one have to suck so much? Okay, music gripes aside, how does it play? It plays like a Final Fantasy game should. It uses the action time bar system, giving you a visual representation of when it's your turn to go based on your character's speed. You can attack, use items, and you can just shatter the game balance over your knee because zero thought went into the materia system. which is supposed to make you physically weaker for being more magically inclined, but you level up so fast in this game that never really matters. Also, when you equip a materia, it levels up too, after a fashion, and maxing it out just gives you another copy of the same materia. A little grinding goes a long way, especially with ones like W item and literally any summons in the game if you don't mind waiting a small eternity for the animation to end. Yeah, suffice it to say, this was back in the day before skip cutscene became an option. If it seems like I'm being overly harsh, well, maybe I am. The game is solid, if not buggy, and hilariously easy to cheese. It's a decent enough RPG that somehow blew up to superstar status because kids whose first console was the PS1. Why do I not think FF7 is OMG best RPG ever? Well, I got 4 words for you. Huge materia filler quest. To be perfectly frank, the game is good, but it's by no means amazing. And a lot of people who played it in their youth will likely be surprised to find that Clod's latter interpretations in Kingdom Hearts and all the forced attempts at making sequels of 7 is pretty much nothing like how he was in his actual game. I say you owe it to yourself to pick up some incarnation, like the original or the upcoming remake due out in the year 2525 with a vastly inferior engine, and play it for yourselves with fresh eyes. This has been the Fantasy Snek. If you enjoyed this tongue-in-cheek episode, definitely hit the like button and let me know. Leave a comment down below telling me who your favorite character is. Maybe decide once and for all who the best Final Fantasy VII waifu is, and why it's Tiffany. For more content like this each week, tap the bell and subscribe icons now. To contact me, you can hit me up on the Twitter or Tumblr pages. And you can join me not just here weekly, but also at the new Tomodachi Bros Review YouTube and podcast sites, links available in every video description. I hope you'll join me here every week for more obscure reviews, indie excellence, Snek talks, and more. And I'll see you there. Grandpa, Geo, Fangires! Nope. This is entirely too silly. I'm out. Oh, by the way, happy April Fool's Day, guys.